Hi, this is Dr. Roy Sheneman from Tier 1 Coaching and Training, coming to you live from Harlem, Texas. Wanted to wish everybody out there just the happiest of Valentine's Day. I hope that you and your loved ones have a great time getting together, celebrating just this wonderful, special time of year. And so thank you so much for that, and good luck, and have a great time. But I wanted to today's episode, wanted to come to you and talk a little bit about the difference between coaching and counseling, or perhaps therapy. Depending on how you want to brand it. As a former practicing therapist, I had a thriving practice going on for more than 12 years, and worked with a lot of people on a lot of different kinds of issues, a lot of different situations, many of them legals, a lot of them family-related, relationship issues, business issues, different things like that in the past. And so with all of that, I had an opportunity to really expand my wings as a therapist and learn a lot and be able to really hopefully help people along the way. And so now that have a coaching business, a Tier 1 Coaching and Training, I get asked a lot, what is the difference between coaching and therapy? And really there are three major areas that are different. First is the focus. The bottom line is that with regard to therapy or counseling, it tends to be much more long-term in its focus. Tends to be looking back at a specific situation or a series of situations that cause pain or cause some sort of discomfort within the relationship or within the life of the person. And so you tend to have focus on looking at the past and trying to learn from it, trying to overcome it, trying to reframe it and put it in a better perspective that hopefully makes it a little more useful, a little more easy to tolerate going forward. Coaching, on the other hand, really isn't looking at the past. In fact, coaching's entire focus is looking at what's going on today and then where you want to go tomorrow. So where we're not spending nearly any time at all, comparatively, in looking at the past, we're looking at what's going on today. What are we struggling with, or what is it that we want to overcome, or what is it that we want to improve? It's all about coaching is very much a short-term relationship typically, even though sometimes we'll see people for months or years. On a variety of issues, but each issue is its own unique whole. It is not something that typically goes on for years and years and years, like as in contrast to therapy or in contrast to counseling. Those relationships can go on for years as we continue to look through the past and try to figure out how to get to the future. So that's one area. That's the biggest thing. The second thing, as I already kind of alluded to, is the duration. With regard to counseling or therapy, that relationships could go on for months, many months and years. Where coaching tends to be much more short term. It tends to be something that we come in, we get involved with the situation, we kind of resolve it, achieve a goal, and then it's done. And then perhaps the next time it's a different situation that we're trying to help somebody set their goals and set a plan to achieve that goal. And so that's something completely different. Takes real short term, usually within weeks. Sometimes months, but it just depends what we're talking about specifically. But it's not a long-term relationship. It's very, very short-term, very much solution-focused as opposed to being problem-focused, which is really the third difference. Counseling and therapy is very much problem-focused. You're looking for problems, okay? Where difference with coaching, we're really not looking for problems. What we're looking at is solutions. What we're looking at is what is our goal next in our life? How do we want to get there? What is it that, what things do we need to overcome along the way? How can we make those plans work and work to our advantage? And so those are the three biggest areas where we can use coaching in counseling. I'm sorry, there's a step back here. Counseling or therapy situations, we're often looking at kind of diagnosing situations. Is somebody dealing with depression or anxiety or some sort of disorder, something like that going on in their life? In coaching, we're really not worried about diagnosing anything. What we're actually looking at is just how is this affecting you today? And then what are we going to do tomorrow and the rest of today and each step along the way? The focus is on how in coaching, not why, where therapy is just the opposite. It's much more related to why did this happen? Why am I in the situation I'm in right now based on something that may have happened in the past? Coaching is very much focused on actions and results. What steps do I need to take? How can I get there? How quickly can I get there? And and really all about that kind of having results focus, actions focus. While both of them, both coaching and counseling, both paths tend to want to help clients move forward. I can tell you, having done both, that coaching tends to be much faster, much more economical, and much more private. It's something it's a relationship, one-on-one, a coach with his client or her client, and helping them achieve what's going on right now. Typically, there is no insurance involved. There is no disclosure to anybody else, unless, of course, somebody wants that to be disclosed. But even so, because we're not looking at deficits, we're looking at strengths, and we're building those strengths and moving forward. Things. So coaching is useful for things like clarifying objectives and goals, setting plans, maybe plans for a future business, maybe plans for your future career path, maybe plans for different situations going on in your life, things like that. It's all about achieving success and working on improving communication skills that are useful in the workplace, that are useful in relationships that you might have with your spouse, with your family, with your kids, whatever the situation might be. So really, I hope that helps. Really have just a handful of differences that we want to overcome in a coaching environment as opposed to a counseling environment. Mainly, it's the time frame involved. It's much shorter term. It's the direction that we're looking at. We're looking towards current day and future as opposed to the past and what might have happened or didn't happen in the past. We're certainly looking at the relationship tends to be much more short term versus the long-term relationship of a counseling situation or a therapy situation. And certainly where counseling is focused on diagnosing the problem and moving forward. In coaching environment, we're not looking at a formal diagnosis. What we're looking at is what is the situation we're at right now and where do we want to go? How do we want to improve it? What can we do to make things better in our lives going forward? And that's really what it's all about. And as I work with clients of all different ages, all different variety of kinds of problems, I'm all about trying to make sure that they have the goals that they are setting for themselves, they're able to achieve. And we do that by planning together and figuring out what we can do to get there in the shortest time frame possible, in the most economical manner possible. So, hey, this is Roy Shenman again, coming to you once again from Harlingen, Texas. Thank you so much. Hey, if we can help you, I work with clients all over the country, online, on the phone, whatever. We're here to help you in any way we can. We certainly can meet face-to-face if that works as well. But in any case, give me a call, tier1coaching.org. You can look on our website, tier1coaching.org, and we'll be glad to talk to you as soon as possible. Have a great Valentine's Day, and thank you so much.